I feel his new designs, like they kind of trash. I know they kind of trash. Like, you could probably flame me in the comments like, bro, it ain't that bad, bro. Like, you're just glazing. Nah, bro. I will glaze this suit to the day I die. This is the best scene. Hey guys, this is my custom Deku figure review. Now I'm gonna be doing like a step-by-step type of review like I normally do on all my custom videos and my custom figure video reviews and tutorials. So I'm gonna be giving you all the materials I used, how I made it, and why I made it, like I normally always do on all these videos. So let's dive right into it. So basically started making this custom to make a new line of figures. Now my first one I was going to do, my first design, I was going to do just the same design I did for my old Batman custom figure. And honestly, I think I have it somewhere around here. Batman custom was a failed project because it took too long for the clay to set and everything like that, because I did every piece by piece and felt it was a little bit more of a faster way because I got this done in like 3 days because I took some breaks to really make it look really quality and neat. But yeah, we're gonna go into depth about what this figure can do, how I made it, and yeah. So you gotta start off with the basics. My normal customs always start off with some sort of wire, the customs I make from scratch. So you gotta find yourself some wire. Now normally, wire can really break apart over time if you use it too much. And I'm starting to figure out, hey, you have to use a thinner layer of wire. That's still sturdy enough though, because I use more thicker type semi-sturdy wire in the past, and it's always broken down and kind of just became really buttery. It turned out really bad. I started off with the essentials. I started off with the wire base, then I covered it in tinfoil to make the basis of the abdomen, and also the abdomen. I built it up from the abdomen. Then I added cardboard on the sides of the legs and arms to give it that posture. And after that, I gave it a little bit more robust on the leg so it can basically mimic that leg look, because I put a little bit of black felt underneath it, then covered it in cardboard to give it the armored leg look that it has in this suit. Now you're probably wondering why I didn't do like the current suit in the My Hero fandom or comic or manga. Honestly, I don't really feel his new designs. Like they kind of trash. I know they kind of trash. Like, you could probably flame me in the comments like, bro, it ain't that bad, bro. Like, you're just glazing. Nah, bro. I will glaze this suit to the day I die. This is the best suit Deku has ever had, and I don't care what y'all say. Except the all black shiesty. Nah, that was clean. I never watched the movie, but I saw it. I saw the suit. That's not all black stealth shiesty was clean. But the real shiesty Deku had was his vigilante suit. Oh my gosh, bro, you did not want to be a villain in the My Hero verse after Shigaraki's attack in the streets, and you see this dude getting boxed. You're getting done worse than Batman. Massacre got done dirty, bro. Man, he thought he was really on that thing. He thought he was really on top of that. Bro got dropped in 2.3 seconds. Nah, Deku was not playing those games this time. He wanted to end this quick and in a hurry and in a draw. But honestly, in my first iteration, you can go in the basically playlist of my custom videos, my custom figure videos, in my hero figures. Basically, that was like my Mark 1. Now I'm making a Mark 2 like a couple years later, and that I never finished painting it, and it kind of broke over the couple of years. So like, you know, I never really took pictures of that. I really do like this suit design, and I wanted this suit design. And also, it gave me a little bit of a challenge to get a little bit more neater, and all those slight details like the belt and the legs and the tennis shoes, which were the coolest part of this, and actually were made majority out of felt, and I liked it. I like how it came out perfectly. The head was the longest part of this custom. I took the longest time on the head and the neck piece with the mask, and honestly, it turned out pretty good in my opinion. I was going to go for like more accurate anime style, but this is the best I could get. But enough of me yapping. Let's go into detail on what you need for this custom and basically everything in and above. So what you're gonna need is you're gonna need some paints. So obviously red paint. Majority of the red is felt, but some of the red logos and things on the tennis shoes are painted red. So you also need some flesh paint. This is what I use for the flesh tone. I use that. I also use this to paint the hands, and the hands are actually from the McFarlane, I think this is beta 3 suit Deku, but yeah, I used the hands from this, and yeah, so I used the hands from that. I was gonna use more pieces from it, but then I realized I want to have a little bit more challenge and use my skills over the years of making custom figures from felt and from scratch to make this figure as neat as possible and as original as possible. Not trying to take too many pieces from other figures, because that's the only piece, or the only piece that wasn't made by hand from me. So the hands are the only thing that weren't made by hand, and are probably the best favorite thing that are on the arms for me personally, besides the paneling on the back of the elbows. Now you also need black paint, obviously, for the legs, and also I touched up the felt for like the fabric on the arms, and also the lines on the side of the arms. So yeah, there's that. I also used the dry brush on top of the hair. I'll get into detail more how I did the head step by step. And you also need Corolla clay, and this is my go-to clay. It's pretty soft, but with the right amount of time you let it set, it can become pretty hard. And as long as you don't use it for like big parts of the figure that you're going to be squishing on and moving a crap ton, you don't really want to use this clay. You might want to use epoxy sculpt or epoxy putty, like you normally use for like actual Marvel Legend type customs, as like actual customizers have done in the past. But I like to make more custom figures from scratch. That's like my personal thing, because when I was younger, all my stuff got taken away, and the majority of figures I got taken away when I was a kid because I did something stupid. I'll probably live around like $5,000, $7,000 today, because I had a lot of the OG Marvel Legends, bro. Like, and good quality too. Them guys shipped away real quick in a hurry, bro. They were gone. They were cooked. But you also need something a little bit more. So, like I said, you need wire earlier, but you also need some tinfoil, like I said, for the bases of the torso. And how I did the torso was I wanted to add more articulation, because majority of my felt figures are kind of inspired by Mezco's type of a design with fabrics and other things like that, like hiding the joints and making it look all concise, like it's actually a person in a suit. So I'm gonna do a little voiceover now, because like, bro, this video getting a little bit too long, like 7 minutes. So basically what I did make the base with the tinfoil and everything else, but I used the fabric, aka the felt, to make it look like an incisive figure underneath all of it, like its actual joints instead of just wire and tinfoil. So I used the belt to give it that illusion of a torso joint, or basically plastic covering the joint. So with that, basically it gives you that illusion of articulation. And sorry for the little gap there, but yeah, I don't even know what my past self was thinking. But basically yeah, so it gives you that illusion of articulation, side to side pivot or side to side swivel, and basically in my opinion, looks pretty good. I ain't gonna hold you, this voiceover is getting on my nerves because I keep on losing focus, but whatever. Basically, yeah, this is how I really made it. I try to make it look like an actual figure and really concisive, and it still looks, man-made, but or still looks like, custom made, but it's good. It works for what I needed to do, because I'm gonna be making a crap ton more of these guys and making a whole action figure line. So yeah, I'm gonna be making all the characters. So it's up to you guys what next My Hero character you think I should make next. So right here, basically I go better into depth. I use tinfoil and cardboard for the mouthpiece and the adapter. Also I use felt for the back piece, cardboard for the eyes. I was gonna use fabric, but I'm just gonna use cardboard. So yeah, and also I used cardboard and then covered it in felt for the pouches on the belt. Same thing with the area around the boots or the tennis shoes. And overall, I feel like it came out really good. The back portion actually is good. I never really work on the back of my figures, but it worked pretty well on this one. So yeah. Okay, so here is his face. So I did a coat of green paint
on the face, and then I did a dry brush of black to give it that look. I went over it with more green and black at certain spots to give it that look, and overall I think it came out really nice, really crispy, really clean. I might add I might add a gloss finish on the hair and the eyes to give it more of that wet look. But yeah, so yeah, the tinfoil, hot glue, and cardboard combination for the visor, not the visor, but the mouth piece on the mask, a part of the hood. And overall, the tennis shoes, same thing I said, cardboard and felt put together and everything like that. And I used hot glue to give it that organic type fabric look for the knee pads. But I was going to use felt, but honestly, I just wanted to give it that more solid feel all over the legs or the middle portion of the leg. So yeah, but yeah, I'm going to go over the articulation soon real quick. But before that, we're going to be looking at the felt I used. So obviously the felt I used was I obviously used white felt for the goblet pieces around the gloves before I used the gloves from the Deku McFarlane figure for the hands. So yeah, I used the McFarlane hand pieces. I used that fabric for the elbow pieces to give it that more fabric look, but then I also used black felt for the elbow pads though. So yeah, you can see it later on in the video, but yeah. I also used it for the torso piece to give it the, Azuka Midoriya black lines on the torso he's done for like all of his suits. It's been different colors like white and yellow, but still. So yeah, to give it that fabric look like I'm showing in the articulation right now, but I'm not really showing the full articulation. But yeah, so it's that. But honestly, this video getting a little bit too long, so I'm about to switch to articulation and scale real quick.
So articulation is pretty basic. Pretty much I wanted to give it a good amount of articulation, kind of like the Amazing Yamaguchi Deku. And honestly, I don't understand why. It's only been like, I think, one to a couple of lower class figures that have done Deku's suit design in this Beta 2 suit. So, yeah. So, the head articulation is pretty good. I'm going to start off with the head. The head articulation is pretty good. Go up that far. Goes down, not too much because of the mask piece, but you can push it back and go down, and that's pretty good. Also, for the head, I did forget to mention about how I made the head step by step. Flesh, and I did all the hair out of clay. This took a lot, like I said earlier. All the head out of clay, and I dry brushed it with black after painted it all a green from this type of green. And this paint isn't really used for custom figures like that. It's kind of a drier type of paint, but it gives that texture that makes it look more like a hair type of different texture from the rest of the suit. So yeah, it was that. Then I used a little bit of it to give it like that illusion of little hair sparks coming around the head to give it like a hairline. And yeah, I use scissors. I use like big chunks of like spikes, and then I cut them up with scissors and then divided them to make it look more like hair, and it turned out really good. And the Sharpie, like I said earlier. So yeah, it was more or less dry brushing for the hair and taking my time with the head. So it's like squish that more into there. So yeah, head in my opinion turned out pretty good. Pulse, but if you go side to side, all around articulation, you probably don't want to like split it. Like you can look side to side, but I'm pretty sure you don't want to like turn it around because it's probably gonna tighten the wires and make it break faster. Because honestly, you can't be doing this figure too roughly. Like you can't pause. Whoa, Paul! You can't be moving the figure too roughly, but actually you can. It is complicated. When you make custom figures like this, you gotta really get into detail. Besides the back gaping hole, but I did dry brush some black in it to make it kind of shadow in. But yeah, you can see some of the wire through. But yeah. So the articulation can go up that far, go inward, it can go up, it can go inward like that, also backwards, and then for the up articulation, it can go in pretty good, go out, pretty much standard articulation, go up and down, can swivel all the other stuff, go side to side is wire, so it's basically unable to be limited too much. And for the torso, like I went earlier, it can go back that far, it can go front that far, pretty good, but majority articulation is in the base, because if you combine it all together, it gives you that good crunch. But basically with that, there's also a side to side and like a torso spin. But also your legs can go out that far, like a full-on split. And yeah, it's like all concise type of fabric. Like, I didn't do no stitching, just straight up hot glue, but it turned out really well. Like, I'm not gonna lose you. Now my next custom, I might either do a Taroki or a Bakugo or a Kirishima. But yeah, either one in the comments, guys. Which of the next? Oh my god, told you that hair was. So basically, that was like the weakest part of the hair itself, but I was able to fix it up, and I think it looks a little bit better. It's a little bit more sturdier now, because I had a little piece of hair sticking out that you could barely really see with all the other spikes on top of it. Was kind of very unsturdy, but you see that, yeah, the fabric is really concise. There's no real gaps or anything like that, so you can do full-on splits, put together pretty nicely. It can go up that far, not too much, but if you bend the leg like that, trying it out, it kicks pretty well. Then you can actually move the torso piece, so it kicks pretty good. You use the whole entire figure's articulation to your benefit, so it goes back that far, not too much. It's a moving knee bend right here, pretty good. Almost kicks the butt. Come out like that, and it's like all moves together. I want to touch that up though. later on because I just finished up the last pieces of it today. But yeah, so it's the boot articulation or the tennis articulation came out pretty well. Let's shine a little bit more light on it. Let's shine a little bit more light on this bad boy, on this puppy. Let's grab this light, put a little bit closer. You know what I'm saying? Get a little bit shiny with it. But yeah, so it's up. It goes up that far, back down that far, and an ankle rocker, ankle pivot. So overall, this custom did come out really good, and this is probably my favorite custom I made all year. Besides that one Spider-Man custom, but besides that, or my Thor custom actually. Besides that, it turned out really well in my opinion. Besides my Nightwing and Unfencible custom, but I don't think my custom figures I made from scratch. This is my favorite one I made probably my whole career of making custom figures from scratch. Besides the Batman mini figure, but yeah. So it's this. We gotta go over the scale. Let's get into it. So the scale for this Deku, if I take my ruler out, it's around 6 inches. Sorry, what the heck? Around 6 inches. So overall, it's a pretty good scale. So let's put it next to my favorite Spider-Man figure so far and right now, and probably my last Spider-Man figure I'm going to get is Marvel Legends No Way Home Final Suit Swing Spider-Man. And it's pretty taller than him actually, but that's probably be, decided, but because like it's a whole different scale. We got him next to the SH Figure Arts Deku Custom sketch figure. I can't remember the name of it. I'll put like a name of it right here. Honestly, can't remember too much of it, but I am gonna be buying like a crap ton of these guys and making Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, and basically all the DC universe out of these guys. So yeah, but also it's next to the big farther than Deku figure I took the hands from, and it's taller than him. I did not know that. Oh my gosh. I didn't know that. Let's put him next to Venom, and he's like okay height next to Venom. So I already know if I make All Might in the scale, it's gonna have to be gigantic. We'll put him next to Miles Morales, and he's pretty taller than him, so he's around like 6 feet, or like 6 inches, so he's around the same height as an average full-on adult male Marvel Legends figure. Let's put him next to Ulik. That's gonna be my next Thor stop motion, or it's gonna be my Thor stop motion. He's a pretty big boy, Ulik, but yeah, he's big. So I'm gonna probably have to make Ulik or my custom All Might if I make one in the future around the same height and build as Ulik. Probably a little bit more heroic type build, but still around the same height. But overall, this custom came out really well, and it's not really meant to be scaled up with like Marvel Legends because I'm about to make my own entire My Hero line of figures. So yeah, I'm going to be continuing this line of figures. If you guys want me to continue this and make more bigger step-by-step tutorials or either a stop-motion series on my Hero custom figures, because I make enough of them, because I definitely will be making some My Hero custom figure videos or stop-motion videos. So if you guys have any commissions for any specific My Hero characters, go in the comments and ask me personally. If you guys want me to drop a Taroki, a Bakugo, and all my a Hawks, any of those figures, because like honestly, I will go into any type of order. I just wanted to start off with the main character of this line. So if you guys want to see any other My Hero figure made, but in the comments, I'm also asking, do you guys want to see me make a custom Ninja Turtle line? Because I'm going to be starting off making Leonardo, and then I'm going to make all the other turtles and then make some stop-motion movie out of those figures. But yeah, so ask me 2 questions for this video. What should be the next My Hero figure custom? Also, I will be making other anime custom figures if you guys want that. And guys, see you guys later. As always, guys, have a blessed day. Deuces.